Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys have had an amazing week. Hope you guys can hear us.
Yes. We try to make a few adjustments to the volume so that you guys can hear us nice and clearly.
So like we said, we have a new audio interface thing, and so at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. Sounds fine. But then I listened to it. It does sound very different from our previous shows.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean?
Yes, so we are in the building.
We are here. We are
here with you.
Us.
We thank you for being here as always with us. Hope all is well. And you already know what it is, man. It's time to get this thing popping, man. How was your week?
My week was long. It was a long week.
Okay.
I am tired. Usually I have some. No, I am tired. Long week. It's hot as hell.
Oh no, today is the hottest day of the year in New York City. So it was 97 and it feels like $104. And for us, that's big.
Yeah.
Other places might not find that to be too big, but for us, that, my friend, is big.
How was your week?
It sounds like we're in an arena. Okay. All right. Well, now we're in an arena. If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Yeah. How was your week?
Week was good, man. Alive, well, a lot of stuff going on in the news. You know, alien invasions, major contracts being signed, crypto bodies dismembered.
Yeah, that happened.
Pop stars offing themselves.
That has happened, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I saw a funny tweet, and somebody said that usually, they always thought, the announcement of, the possibility of aliens existing would be, a really major announcement, but, all they did was just try to scroll up and find something that was funny on the timeline.
Yes, we have been conditioned to do just that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that's what's going on with that. We're going to have a great show.
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff to talk about. KT, the arts degree, will be on the show.
Nice.
Today, so hit a bomb.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So we're going to get into this African Moss situation. And
shouts out to everybody who's already purchased.
Yes, shouts out to everybody who has already purchased the Moss. We appreciate that. Appreciate the continued support.
Also, people who have orders with us, that is going out tomorrow. Everything is done. All the orders are here. Everything is going out.
Absolutely.
Somebody say you owe us an after show. You do.
An after show. Well, we're going to turn, because you know me, I like to make $1 out of 15 cents. We're going to turn KT, the arts degree, into the after show.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay. I think that sounds cheap. That's just me, though.
No, I'm just saying this is a lot popping.
All right, so let's do a quick roll call before we get started.
Let's get a quick roll call.
Okay, I saw Harlem early.
Okay.
I saw Youngstown, Ohio.
Yes.
The Bahamas.
Yes.
Irving, Texas in the building. Dorchester
Yes.
in the building. Long Beach was popping. Seattle was good.
Yep.
Dominican Republic was good. Who else? Atlanta in the building was popping. San Bernardino was good. Who else? That's Haiti was good. Everything. Cali in the building. Thank y'all for joining us.
Cali in the building. Detroit is in the building.
Las Vegas in the house was good.
Alabama is in the building. Richmond, VA in the building. Crenshaw in the building.
That's dope. BX, of course.
You know what it is.
So, y'all want to get to this? Let's get to it.
Let's get right down to it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
I think it's the fan that's messing me up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's worse. Better. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so big news that happened yesterday was big UFO hearings in front of Congress yesterday. So,
yes.
Former Navy pilot testified under oath that he has encountered some of these UFOs. It's weird that they're going back to UFO after it was UAP.
Well, I think they've been fluctuating with the language.
Yeah, and I thought that, I didn't understand why they went against the UFO thing to begin with, because UFO, I thought it still was kind of
general.
Yeah, we understand it. Yeah, we understand it.
Right, unidentified flying object. The reason they went to
aerial phenomenon
is because some of this stuff, I think, has been coming out of the water.
Okay.
So I think it's that the A stands for aerial, right? Aerial.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Unidentified aerial phenomena. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I didn't get what that was about.
Yeah, I have that makes no sense.
Yeah, so the guy, he testified, he said that they 100%, the U.S. government has non-human biological beings that they have, that they've recovered from downed UFOs. So at first my skepticism went up, because I'm like, down, how the hell it get down? Like, we don't got nothing to shoot that down. Remember we had the whole balloon thing, and they saying yo, they just shooting them down left and right. I was just like, okay, that's
no, that's not mathing.
Exactly. So,
and that's not mathing, because simply if interstellar or extraterrestrial beings have the ability to travel through light at faster than the speed of light to get here, then the technology that they would have would not allow them to be shot down by BB guns.
Right, and then he also even testified that he saw, or they have evidence of UFOs staying stationary in category 4 hurricanes, and then moving at going 0 to 60 in under how many seconds? Something crazy.
So obviously, we just using some basic understanding to know there's no way you can take a slingshot. That's like me showing up in primitive time.
Exactly.
And they got rocks.
Yeah.
And I'm in a spaceship, and they throwing rocks at me, and they knock me out the sky.
Yeah.
We did that in Independence Day.
Oh, right.
In the movie Independence Day, they shot him down with some damn rocks or something. That would be impossible.
Yeah.
So, but there is something called scalar technology, in which the Pleiades.
You saying that right?
Yeah, well, that's what it's called. from that region via Hitler and the Germans.
Oh.
Because they were the first ones to get in contact through the real society, some of this information. And the scalar is dealing with frequency and waves. And so therefore, what they had discovered, the first one they brought down allegedly was through Roswell. So if you riding in on a frequency and I'm able to disrupt the frequency, then I could maybe disorient your ability to stay above that. And so from what I understand is we have some scalar technology weapons now that we can't actually shoot these unidentified flying objects down, but there is a way in which we can interrupt the frequency in which they travel on.
Okay.
And so that they would be disoriented for a few. It's like shooting a beam and at them, and therefore they would then crash and be here. And so that's the story, the ongoing story. This is this all could be all true or none of it true at the same time.
That was going to be my next thing, because how much do we believe it, guys? The government is telling you that you're not alone, or possibly you are not alone. Mm-hmm. Your government, who doesn't tell you the truth about nothing, is telling you. But at the same time, it works weird, because they could be telling the truth, and because we are so just kind of desensitized to everything, like everything huge that could be going on, nobody's reacting. So they probably we probably right. Nobody. It was no panic in the streets. It was no.
No, but that's a part of the social engineering of everything is funny to us.
Yeah.
Everything is a joke to us.
Absolutely.
Social media has removed sensibility for us to even understand where we are collectively. And so, even in the movie Clone Tyrone, you know, at the end of the movie, they taking pictures. Yo, they cloning people out here. Everything has become a joke to us. And so, therefore, we don't know when to be serious or when not to be serious, because 25 years ago, had this information came out, I think the response from the people would have been far more concerning, far more life-changing. This opens up Pandora's box of questions of are we alone, your religious beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, you understanding just how vast the universe and intelligence is, and it's supposed to spark great conversations which lead to greater answers. Now, the other part of the conspiracy is this. They held these hearings at the same time that a Hunter Biden's hearing was happening. Right? His was to accept a plea deal that he was supposed to get for his tax evasion for his illegal gun case, right? Yes.
So that was supposed to be happening at the same time. Also, at the same time, the Department of Justice were dropping campaign finance charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy from the FTX scandal. They were dropping that at the same time. Now, I want to make a note that he was the Democratic Party's second biggest donor, next to who? Who do you think?
BlackRock.
No. Keep going. Come on, it's right. You know it.
Second biggest to the Democratic Party?
Yes. He gave the second most money.
Epstein.
No. Come on.
Epstein is
Come on.
I give up.
George Soros.
Oh, George Soros.
Well, you knew that. Come on.
That would make sense. So George Soros
sweating out here
is one. Yeah. We're gonna sweat for y'all today. We're gonna sweat for y'all.
Yeah, it's hot.
George Soros, and number two was the
Sam Bankman-Fried. Yep. So he had finance charges because apparently. All right. So if the company FTX was a scam Ponzi scheme and he was using that money to donate to the Democratic Party, there should be some illegal, like they should be able to find something in there that they can charge him with, right? So if that's the case and they dropped all those charges, it means he just donated to the right party. Because if he donated to the Republican Party, I know they'd be going full force.
It would be the Republicans' party duty to protect him.
Yeah. So
how much did he give?
I have no idea.
He gave a lot of money.
He gave a lot of money, and if you remember because it was a crypto company, so I don't know if you guys remember that the Ukrainians were also putting a lot of money within FTX as well.
So the money went from the American government into Ukraine. Into the crypto, back into the American government. Oh, that is genius.
Yeah.
That's how you hustle.
Yeah.
That's how you hustle. And this way, I'm not involved, or you got to talk to them, got to talk to Ukraine, got to talk to the crypto people, got to talk to the Democrat. So nobody knows, but the money just did a ring around the rosy.
And instead of looking into it, instead of you looking into it, they just dropped the charges.
They dropped the charges, and they hit you with the alien stuff.
Yes, exactly. Distractions.
Now, one of the questions was asked about the alien situation was, were some people injured or hurt? Did you see that?
Oh yes, it did.
And
yes.
what they say, like some people died.
Yeah.
Fighting these these hostile beings. I'm starting to think, and I don't want to pull my shoulder out too early. The show has just started. That all of this might be the ultimate psyop. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying that we don't have ancestors.
Christopher Perkins, he gave over 90 million. Thank you.
We don't have ancestors who can think their way into, because this is a frequency, into our existence. And they have the ability to make themselves seen or unseen based on their liking. That's another thing. Because they can cloak themselves, we have created devices which comb, and we can see them through infrared and other things, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
Right? So this whole situation with monsters could be setting up the ultimate psyop, where the whole world, when we talked about the world being galvanized as one over a specific situation, this may be the only thing that could possibly do it. So the whole because I ain't never seen an alien.
Me neither. Yeah.
And so I go off because I like that kind of information, talking about it. I ain't never seen one. Ain't one came to the hood yet.
This is
and
true.
Said, yo, fellas, we here.
Yeah.
So we all
We on your
speculating.
side.
Right, we on your side. We got y'all. None of that. It's always some weird white couple in Kansas or something.
Crop
circles.
Whatever happened to crop
I went
circles?
outside in the yard and all of a sudden I saw these big blue lights and all of a sudden, goddamn it, I was up in a spaceship and they were doing things to me I don't want to talk about now. And so I've never seen none of that.
Whatever happened to crop circles though? Remember, they used to be like a thing. Like
well, they were debunked. Some of them were, from what I understand, are real because again, that's this heat wave. Some of them were so precise and they were leaving high mathematical equations that needed to be deciphered. Because remember, if they come here, you saw, did you see Close Encounters? That might have been before your time.
Nah, but I saw it though, yes.
And they was like using rudimentary stuff like, ding, 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 ding. And we had to, because English, like, how would you know how to speak? What would English be?
Right.
So you come down, I'm gonna make it very simple because a lot of y'all, me and you go back to ancient time and niggas dealing with rock. They trying to make fire. They ain't got nothing.
Right.
They just walking around and and how would we talk to them? You can't go, hello.
Yeah.
We are from the future.
Yeah, you know what?
It would be crazy.
That's the thing. I think like when alien movies or when they go to another planet and they just start speaking English.
Yeah.
I always just like, but the last Avatar movie, I think it did it the best. It did it the smoothest.
How did they do it?
So he did it they're speaking language. You see subtitles. He says, "Yeah, I speak it so much. I just hear it as English," and then they just started speaking English.
Okay, now there is a way to also scan your psyche and get an understanding, because in the book I was reading,
The Ra,
the science of one, or
that's
something of one, the power of one, the God of one, or something. Anyway, the way that this sixth-dimensional being was interfacing through this lady was some of the stuff that the answers were so advanced that English could not. They couldn't process it.
That's interesting.
So it was very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting stuff on how that was done.
Yeah.
And so scanning, because it could scan your history, your past, your present, your future. Certain things it would not answer about your future. Yo, how am I gonna be in 5 years? By universal law, I cannot divulge that information because I can't interfere with the progression of your walk on life. So when we say you can't violate the law of one. Thank you. The law of one. I've got 2 more lifelines left, I think, for the day.
Jaylen, I ain't spoiled that. You should have seen that last year.
And so that's what we're dealing with. If we are dealing with interstellar, interdimensional beings, but the monster aspect of it, that could be something else. And it's something else to just think about because a lot of people are missing on this planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so David Icke has been talking about this for years, and I thought he was out of his mind, even though I read all of his books, not the latest 3 or 4, but early on I read all of his work, and then he went to go see Credo Mutwa, which is a Zulu king out in Africa, who has recently made the ascension, and he also spoke of beings who showed up out of the water, you know what I mean, and things of that nature, who had these super powers and super abilities. And so, but what does this do for the consciousness of the people? What does this do for where we are? What does this do for, you know?
Yeah, I've been trying to, because like, if you on Twitter, if you on social media, like it's more of a joke than anything. It's more of just like, oh, that's crazy.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah, what else?
Yeah.
So what will it take to not just excite, but ignite?
They would have to see it.
No, but if you see it now, do you believe it?
That's true too. That's true too.
We're in a weird quagmire here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
And see, that's how they do to keep
true
you
too.
disoriented.
Yeah.
So if the law says they have to tell the truth, but it doesn't say in which medium that truth has to be told, now we're in a situation that's very tough.
And I will say this as well. I think the point that a lot of people have gotten to, not just with this, with a lot of stuff, with a lot of the, what we talk about is, what can I do about it? I have bills to pay. Rent is due.
Yes. Well, that leads to, again, you being locked into your lower chakras and into survival mode, which is where they keep most of the people.
Yeah.
Only the ones who are going above that to even think on higher frequencies. And first of all, in order to think on such higher frequencies, you got to have love in your heart. That's why the heart chakra is the middle ground. And because most of us don't have love in our heart. You know what I mean? We have pain and trauma so much, we never get a chance to make that leap into the higher chakras, the higher frequencies, so that we can even learn to express or feel some of the love on those grander scales. But that is done by design. So the sex, the food, the music, the movies, the entertainment, all of these things are to keep you, and fear about tomorrow, where you can't even think about the possibility. Because what would you ask?
Right.
Goddamn somebody who's 40 light years more advanced than you, what would you ask?
What's behind the wall in Antarctica?
Yeah, what's in Area 51? Because remember, 3 years ago, we was all going to storm Area 51. Let's go.
They can't stop us all.
They can't stop us all. They're keeping the secrets away from us.
Yeah.
And so we had a bunch of little weird things, going on. So just and somebody in the chat put in there what you would ask.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question, because we think we know what we would ask.
Yeah.
And then you really don't. You'd be like, tomorrow's lotto numbers?
Yeah.
I mean, and so that's a very good point.
They'll probably just disintegrate you for asking something stupid.
Well, again, there's no stupid questions, but
No.
well, there are a lot of stupid questions, but I'm just simply saying, when you're dealing with children, which we would be to them,
right?
I never tell my children any question is stupid.
It's true.
And out of all of my children, you may have asked the most stupid question of all. You might be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm inquisitive.
Of stupid questions.
I'm inquisitive.
You know what I mean? And so let's keep an eye on that, because the response we should have been in an uproar. We should be demanding that this information be made public. We should be demanding that the public, is given this information so we know how to prepare.
Yeah.
We should be demanding what our government's plan of operation is, so that we can prepare ourselves. We should be, stocking CMOS.
I like the plug.
Like the plug.
I like the plug.
Stock that CMOS and water.
Yeah.
And get you a laser gun or something. Go online. They got lasers. But like, I want a gun to shoot aliens. No problem. Send it right to you. And so that's what that is. And everyone has the same, it's these gray eyes, big eyes, and they're gray. They got 7 fingers, and so it's interesting to know.
Okay.
I like that shirt you have.
Yeah,
on.
oh yeah, we still have the 50% off sale
Yes.
on like these style shirts.
Yes, we flipping it around on y'all.
Yes.
We did the black ones last week. We're gonna do the white ones this week to
Yes.
show you a little different variations in style.
Yeah, so those are 50% off on urbanx.nyc. No, or shopurbanx.com.
Shopurbanx.com.
Wrong website. My bad.
You could get these bad boys.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I don't know how, you know, the Obama chef situation.
The Obama chef situation
It's getting weird.
is getting a little weird here.
Getting weird.
First of all, he drowned in 4 feet of water. now?
Yeah, I'm hearing that they found him in like 4 feet of water or something to that effect. But I don't. Have you gone paddleboarding before?
Hell no. I'm black.
I've actually gone paddleboarding in
I'm black.
Miami.
I'm doing damn paddleboarding.
Yeah. It's actually like you. It's actually you can fall off, but they tell you to wrap your ankle to the paddleboard, which floats.
So now when I flip over, I can't
Yeah.
swim away because I got the paddleboard.
No, you're supposed to be able to hop back on the paddleboard because that's floating. You know what I'm saying?
But if my legs are tied to them, Malcolm, how am I do that?
Because like it's floating, so you're not gonna like completely just drown. I don't know.
Okay, no.
I fell off. I was able to get back
Okay,
on.
wait a minute. Let's run this through your head movies.
Go ahead.
I'm on a paddleboard, doing whatever the fuck y'all doing on the paddleboards. I got my legs strapped into the paddleboard.
No, you have your no. It's a strap to one of your legs. It's not locked. You're not locked in the paddleboard.
Oh, okay. So it's just
It's
to
not
keep,
like a
It's like a
snowboard.
little slot to put your feet in.
No, not even that. It's a board. You're on top of the board. Like, yes,
Okay.
you're on top of the board like this.
Okay, but I can move my feet in and out
Yes,
if I
you can
want
move.
to.
You can go up,
So
down.
when I fall off,
You're supposed to be able to just climb back on.
onto the board. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Now, the fact that they found him out of the water, they believe he drowned. It's a little odd because remember they found Instagram videos of him swimming.
Backstroking.
Yeah.
He can swim any kind of way he want to swim.
Yes. So that happened as well, and then the Clintons' white old chef.
Yeah, he died.
He died around like the
5 years ago, 6 years ago.
in a weird way as well.
He was mountain climbing and drowned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that again. He was mountain climbing and he drowned.
Also, at first it was reported because it was the Obama's estate on Martha's Vineyard that they weren't there, but apparently they were there. They were on the island. They just weren't home, so it's real convenient.
Oh, but he was also paddling with someone, but they have not disclosed yet who that someone was.
It's getting weird, y'all.
Okay, so, and no statement has been made, and the Obamas took out extra insurance on this place a month ago. This is a fact, look it up. Like extra killing insurance or something. All right, I made that part.
Yeah,
All right, not killing. But like extra like life insurance or something.
Sweet, man.
So, for an additional $15 million.
Damn.
From what I understand, in case something happened, you never really know. You can't have enough insurance. It's sort of like Silverstein, who bought the World Trade Centers and said, you know what?
We need terrorism.
I need terrorist insurance.
yeah.
I never needed it before.
Yeah.
But just in case a terrorist attack takes place,
This happens, yeah.
and sure enough, would you know,
Yeah.
a month later, a terrorist attack happened.
Yeah.
And he got double the insurance because he had 2 buildings. That's a lot of shekels. He made a lot of shekels. And so, yeah, that's how that went down. So this thing with the Obamas is getting weird.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Did he? So have you guys? Let me know. Have you guys heard any? Because I don't follow the Obamas on social media. Did they make a statement?
I haven't heard any statement yet. Official, you would think as a former president, when somebody who works for you, somebody you trust, somebody who's been serving up meals for you, that you would be on the front line expressing, your sorrow, concern, your pain about this, this situation. And that's not what we're getting
That shoulder twitching.
Yeah, I'm ready to let that thing go, you know.
Oh, okay. So EW said that they made a statement. Okay.
Oh, they made an official statement?
Okay.
Did they get in front of the camera so we can read their body language?
They're not gonna do that. That's thing. You're gonna put the lawyer in front. You know.
No, but why? If I didn't have nothing to do with that,
That's true.
I can get out in front of that and you can read my body language and say, you know.
That's true.
So I need to put my lawyers and all that out in front. It's almost sound like I'm hiding something. That's all I'm saying. Y'all want this shoulder to pop or what?
Yeah.
It's almost like you're hiding something.
Yeah.
All right? And I already told you, your man Barry, he into a lot of stuff.
Okay.
He into a lot of weird stuff.
Allegedly, you know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yo, real quick, let's talk about this Hunter Biden thing. So, he was supposed to go in. Remember, everybody was complaining about the sweetheart deal that he got.
Yes.
He wasn't going to do like no jail time, just like community service and stuff like
Yes.
that. So, the day before. So, all right. So usually when these kind of things happen, from what I understand, the prosecutor could still give in some evidence to the judge, so the judge can kind of just go over what is happening here. They can kind of get a better understanding of what is happening here of the evidence against him. So the prosecutor did that against Hunter Biden in Delaware. The Hunter Biden's lawyer, who they have on like cameras, smoking a bong on Hunter Biden's thing.
Yeah.
He calls into the court, tries to pretend like he is the prosecutor to tell the judge and to tell the court, nah, just scrap that. Like we trying to like get that stricken. Like you could just, it's all good. Yes. And then they caught them.
Oh boy. This is getting ugly.
Yes, and then so they go in yesterday, and this is during the entire UFO stuff as well. So they go in yesterday, and then what they tried to do is they tried to pull a fast one. So they tried to make it where he would get immunity for the tax crime for the illegal gun, and for any future
He had an illegal gun?
yeah, because he's a felon, not supposed to, he can't get a gun.
Oh, that's right.
And he lied and said he wasn't. No, he's not a felon. He was on drugs, and he was getting a gun, and he lied and said he wasn't.
Okay, got you.
And got the gun. So that's why it's illegal. So for the gun, for the taxes, and for any future things that come up about his foreign dealings.
Okay.
And the judge said, "Whoa,
We're not having that.
we're not having that." Time
So
out,
we're
time
going
out.
to trial.
Yeah, he pleaded not guilty.
Okay. All right. So we got a trial on our hand. When will they start that trial?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet, but the judge said that she's not comfortable with letting him get off with that type of deal, the one that was presented to her, and she has to take some more time to look it over and.
Let me tell you what's fascinating about that, Malcolm. And I'm not a big dude in the
Somebody
politics.
said this is a movie. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is definitely a movie. The judge, what role does she play in this? Because the judge is like the referee out there.
The judge is a Trump-appointed judge.
A Trump-appointed judge. Okay,
Trump-appointed judge.
See that's important. That's important to know.
Trump-appointed judge. So we
this
got to
is
throw
a
that in there as well. Yes.
Appointed judge who's looking to convict. Oh boy.
I don't know about looking to convict, but
looking to run this thing.
Yeah, to not give him. And you know what's crazy? Apparently he has business dealings with John Kerry's son as well. So all of the politicians' kids are wilding.
Yes, but what else would they do?
Yeah.
Yes? Mm-hmm. If y'all notice, we up here sweating like slaves.
Like, God.
Yeah, send in a cash out, goddamn it. Plus goddamn water. Shit.
Yeah. Because we have fans and we have AC, but we don't want the sound to kind of be too distracting.
Yeah, we want to make sure that this sound is nice and crispy. Now, side note, did you see the senator who froze? What's his name?
Oh, Mitch McConnell. Yes.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That was...
Now, some people didn't see what I showed you.
Yeah.
And that's the lady in the green. I need y'all to go watch that video all over again.
Yeah.
The lady in the green, as he was talking, she had something in her hand. She walked up and she tapped him on his elbow.
And then he froze.
And she said something real slick, and he froze.
Now, I will say this. So at first, it looks like very, very innocent. But if you are Mitch McConnell and you're giving a press conference, you're at the podium, somebody coming up to you and like tapping even slightly, it's just kind of like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He is supposed to be the one.
Right,
just,
he's the man.
Yeah.
How
the one
dare you?
Giving the statement. So to come up to, that was kind of weird. And he stood there. He looked like, you ever see a toddler poop? And they just stopped it. They
Stop right there.
Whatever they're doing. I was, what the
they're
hell?
guilty. And watch the two guys to his right.
Yeah.
The minute she taps him on the shoulder, they both do like this. This is weird stuff. And I was telling Malcolm, this is how magic works in real time, because it's all about misdirection. You're focused on Mitch McConnell because he's the primary, he's in the center of the screen, and that's where your energy is naturally drawn. However, it's things going around, like in them other speeches where people are mouthing these people's speeches.
Yeah,
now, those could be the writers of the speeches, but one dude was blinking one eye. It's like some weird stuff going on.
I saw another one. It was a girl behind, I forget the woman's name. It was a black woman, like giving an address. She's mouthing everything, but she's like not blinking. It looked creepy. Like she looked
Yes. And so from now on, as a part of your junior Dakotas class, we all want to go in and not just watch the main character, watch all of the people around them. You know what I mean? Because in one audience, you could tell it was doubles of the same people in the audience. So this wasn't real. And so, but Mitch McConnell, whatever the trigger word was, when she spoke it or tapped that specific part of his body, he was done.
Yeah, and then so people were saying, he had a stroke. So now the topic about age is coming up. He's 81 years old.
Yeah.
Joe Biden is 80 years old. He claimed that he cured cancer. I don't know if you peeped that.
Who?
Joe Biden. He said he cured cancer. He said, yeah, man, like, I told him we're going to cure cancer, and then that's what we did. And everybody was just like...
Okay, yeah, he's wilding. Yeah.
Right? So that happened. There was another congresswoman. She's 90. They had a vote. She didn't know what was happening. They told her, just say yay.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
And, but to me, Malcolm, it also represents the passing of the guard. So this whole paradigm is washing away.
Bro.
Now, but what does that mean? Does that mean the empire as we know it is crumbling, or they're just going to refill those seats with the same garbage? Because you see what's also going on in Hollywood.
Well, that's what they are. Thank you for the super chat. They are going to fill it with the same garbage. AOC, who was like the rock star in the Democratic Party, she's part of the squad. She's going to be the new energy. She keeps talking about she's from the Bronx, even though she's from upstate.
Okay.
And they actually did an article about her. The New Yorker said she's just like every other Democrat. So people are starting to wake up a little bit like, okay. None of y'all are what y'all say to be. I don't care how good you are. You are a part of the establishment. You are a part of the establishment.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like you fall in line somewhere. Like you bend the knee, because if that was the case, there would be infighting within both parties.
Right.
And there's not. They all fight for, like, they fight, and then at the same time, who are you endorsing? I'm endorsing Biden. When everything you as a Democrat stand for goes against everything he's doing. Everything he's doing with unions, he busts up unions. Everything he's doing for the economy, like everything he's doing, you are against that, but you're gonna, because he's a Democrat.
And it's an allegiance to your
Same thing with
party.
Republicans.
Yes.
Same thing. Like everything you are personally against with people in your jurisdiction, in your constituents, all what they voted for. This person is against that, but you have to fall in line and vote for them. So it's all one big game.
It's all one big game that's being played, and so let's pay very close attention.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break.
We're going
to turn these fans on because it's hot.
Yeah, we're going to turn these fans on, drink some water, and get back to you.
We'll be right back.
Wholesale access to premium quality African sea moss puts you in $1 billion market of health-conscious individuals seeking holistic healing. Visit www.africanmoss.com to learn more about wholesaling African sea moss. Open your own holistic store, supply wellness centers, or sell online. The possibilities are endless. Don't miss out on this incredible business opportunity. Buy now at a special rate of $15 per pound.
This summertime on Patty Z Radio, each and every Saturday, DJ Z drops some cool summer romance jams from 8 to 10 p.m. London time. Follow at Patty Z Radio on Instagram and Twitter for more info. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music.
Welcome to www.presto.shop, your personalized photo creations. We have everything from hoodies to t-shirts, keychains, mugs, and cups. Our items make great gifts for graduations, birthdays, celebrations, holidays, and so much more. So reach out for any special occasion and send your pictures over, and we can turn it into something beautiful and spectacular. We specialize in everything from rugs, blankets, pillows, cups, and so much more. Contact us today at support@presto.shop.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Chanel, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation, or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
And we're back.
And we are back.
Now, if you're just joining us, don't forget to hit the like button. We would appreciate it.
Yes.
Don't forget to, we would definitely appreciate if you hit the like button.
That 1,000 likes last month. Last show. That helped us out, man.
Yes, we would definitely appreciate it. So don't forget to hit the like button if you like what we do, man. Like what we do. So other big news that happened this week: Bronny James, son of LeBron James, he was at a UFC basketball practice because he's supposed to be playing for USC this upcoming season. He suffered a cardiac arrest and had to be rushed to the hospital. Now, whoa.
Yeah, at 18 years old, that one caught me a little off guard. And first of all, I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I needed to hear was something really fatal or about a young man at 18 years old has a dream of playing basketball. Before you pull out your junior Dakota's badge, Shaq's son had some heart problems early on, and he transferred to a different school, and I think got a second opinion because he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to continue his career. So I don't know the history of Bronny James's medical situation. I do know that's just a little odd in general.
Cardiac arrest at 18. Now here's the thing. So anytime some of these topics happen on social media, what I find just the most fascinating thing is no matter what your stance is, you're going to find information to fit your opinion.
Yes.
Because immediately I heard cardiac arrest, you know where my mind went. I know where your mind.
Absolutely.
I'm like, oh nah, like that's clearly the thing, right?
Yes.
But as soon as you say that, then it's people going, well, high school athletes have been suffering, cardiac arrest for the last 25 years. That's the highest cause of death for high school athletes is cardiac arrest and stuff like that. So, like, we'll never know. And so he's home from the hospital right now.
Oh, that's good. All right.
He is home from the hospital. He did get discharged. So that's what. But my theory, I don't think it had anything to do with the draft.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I don't think he took it, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I don't think he took it because it is too much of a chance for something to go wrong, actually go wrong, right? That's just like LeBron dropping on the court from a cardiac arrest. Everybody would be like, "Whoa!" Like, I'm not taking it. So his son, I just don't see that happening. Just me.
Okay. Now that's very possible, but I'm also going to look at it like this too. When you are a sports athlete and you're very active, your heart is pumping harder.
This is true.
And these hot conditions, even though they should be in the air conditioning.
I think it was inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
And so I don't think LeBron took it. That's
what
my
I'm saying.
humble opinion. I think he was put under pressure by Stephen A. Smith and other people publicly to come out and make some kind of statement in regards to, but I don't think he did it. However, we've also spoken about LeBron making an offering of sorts, and we couldn't find along the timeline where he's made a significant offering. If his son could not play basketball again, would that be equivalent to an offering? Like I told you with the what's his name, Dwayne Wade, I'd rather have an alive daughter than a dead son. Like, what's the criteria for offerings? And so this is just something to think about without pulling, my shoulder out or jumping out on the ledge in a time like this when he's just trying to make sure he's good. Now, it could just be a glitch in situations. They, as a family, have to make a decision. Is basketball worth it? Because he doesn't have to play.
And what happened was, we got the news the day after it happened.
Right, that is true. That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely, it didn't happen like the same day. I was hearing rumors about a TMZ offering $100,000 for a video of him actually collapsing and falling and stuff like that. I wouldn't put it past TMZ.
No, I wouldn't put that past TMZ because that's how they get down. But let's just, for the record, he's out and he's home. Yeah. Which means that maybe it was just like something that just went wrong.
That singer who also collapsed around the same time that ESPN commentator did, I forget the singer's name, they found blood clots by her heart.
Oh, okay.
So that was just announced today. So
okay, and blood clots, that is one of the situations from the jibbity jib. Yes?
Yeah.
A lot of blood clots, a lot of Jamaicans.
You were supposed to do the...
Oh, but it's...
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is.
It's that one.
Is that one?
Yeah.
All right, try it. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
Still getting used to this thing.
Yeah, still getting used to it. And so,
Tori Kelly, that's her name. Thank you.
So we want to wish him the ultimate recovery. I'd like to see him out there on November 6th.
That's supposed to be his...
I think that's the game.
Okay.
In which, the first game for USC.
Okay.
And because I think the younger brother is going to be the star anyway.
He's a problem.
Because he doesn't have any pressure on him right now.
His name is not LeBron James Jr.
Right, his name is not Bronny Jr.
Yeah.
And he's just out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing, getting better. And so he's going to be the one that has a clearer path. What did you think about Ice Cube's statements?
So I saw I didn't see the whole interview with him and Tucker Carlson, right? He talked about him not taking it. Tucker Carlson talked about himself not taking it and how he felt. So what I thought was interesting, right? Because he has been going really, really hard at the NBA, talking about what they do is for sure, right? They don't do anything for black. All they do is like lip service. Black Lives Matter. We just put it on the court. We're not really about it. We don't really do anything for it.
It's pacifying.
Yes, very, very. And he talked about, and that's something like we've been talking about for a long time. And you can say I'm donating $50 million to black causes, and you don't really have to do it. You could just get the press release written.
All the time.
That gets you free press. That gets you goodwill with the people. That's all that is happening.
Yes.
So he talked about that, which I completely agree with, because that's happening. A lot of these companies, or they donate the money and do something else with it. We see what's happening with the actual Black Lives Matter. They got they're going bankrupt because their founders have been skimming money, paying their brothers $1 million who's a security guard and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got to pay everybody.
All hustle.
Eli getting a contract for at least $500,000.
You know what I'm saying? Eli's my bodyguard.
He's my bodyguard. Damn right.
Yeah.
Everybody getting paid around here.
Cerebral palsy and all. You know what I mean?
All that. He's highly skilled.
Yeah.
Don't let the shit he do fool you. This motherfucker fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so $500,000. Yeah. But that's when free money is given with the discretion to disseminate as you see or as you please. You have situations of this magnitude, and you find out that these organizations are not about what you think they're about. Yeah. And so, but Ice Cube in particular, some of the stuff he's saying, Tucker Carlson is throwing it off the backboard. Yeah. Why didn't you get the jab? Yeah. Why didn't you listen to your government? Yeah. What's wrong with the jab? And Ice Cube is just right down the middle answering these questions. I didn't get it. My family didn't get it. I sacrificed $9 million.
He said more at this point.
More at this point not to get it. So what position is he playing? Is this the proper time while Hollywood is down for him to be making these statements? Is he a part of the cabal himself in terms of, because, you got to play four-dimensional chess to even understand, this whole process of appearing to be someone who's, because he's speaking about school to prison, rap to prison, the labels owning, that ain't got nothing to do with the NBA. What the hell is he talking about? You know what I mean? And, so he has a lot to say. So I'm just keeping my eye on what is now apparently the opposition to, he's the anti-establishment right now. Yes. And so vicariously, your mind drifts toward that because he represents some of the things that you actually feel. Peace. Hold on. Peace. Hold on. No. Did I turn the wrong one down? Peace. Can you hear us? Nah, it should be, let me make sure we lined up. We should be lined up. Hold on. Okay. All right, I don't know why I can't hear my peoples.
All right, we'll keep talking.
Yeah, you might have to hit that other link. I don't know if you can hear me. Hit that eCam link.
All right, I'll keep going. So so a lot of people, as a result of this, right? So every time Ice Cube comes out and says anything, because they don't like what he's saying, because he goes against the Democratic Party, they have been very critical. So now the thing, I don't know if you've been peeping, now the thing is discrediting him and who actually owns the big three. Because apparently one of his co-owners used to work with Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon used to work with Trump. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they're linking him, and they're saying that Ice Cube is a puppet. What do you think?
I'm not going to say a puppet, but a one-man fight against the system. And why is he fighting? Is it because of his own personal gains now? Like he's got his big three that he's concerned about, sort of what's the billionaire who came out?
Byron Allen.
Byron Allen, when you think that he was up for the cause, and it was really about his own agenda of stuff that he wanted to get done, and he used us. So it's Ice Cube playing on our remembrance of who he was, and saying all the right things, and his position with Trump and all of that? Is he using that as an avenue, or is there something else going on?
Yeah.
These are just things to think about.
Somebody said everyone got to stay. Yeah, and again, everybody, anytime you go on social media, you have a position, somebody somewhere has the equal.
Peace.
Okay.
Well, we're going to have to do it like this. What's going on, King?
You got it. Technical difficulties. You know, they always glitch around me. You know what it is.
Absolutely, and we got this new system going in that ain't really working too well, man. So, how's everything going?
Excellent. Blessed. You know how I go. We living on this side of the dirt, so we good.
Okay, we got the guard with us?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, let's get him on.
Dog, what's going on?
Pace. For people in the audience, this is Jaylen Brown, NBA All-Star, all
Pro.
NBA All-Pro.
History maker.
Let's clap that up. Appreciate you, King. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just trying to put the plan in motion. That's it.
Yeah, well, we wanted to congratulate you on signing the biggest NBA contract of all time. I think that's huge for a number of reasons, not just semantics and the money. It's because of where you come from, some of the things that you've mentioned, of what you went through, teachers putting tweets up that they expected you to be in prison.
Did you run that back on her? Please, let us know.
Nah, I didn't.
No, I get it. You wanted to take the high road. How much did that motivate you in terms of, staying focused and staying in tune with what, you got to do?
It gave me an ultra focus. One, I just understood kind of how the education system is set up. It's designed for you to fail in the first place. And once you get an understanding of that, the world is yours. So I just try to open it up to our younger crowd, our younger generation, to know what's going on around them and be able to make the wise choices.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know when you showed up for your interview, while other people showed up in jeans and sneakers, you showed up in a suit because you understood that this was about business. So you didn't want to be associated like you're not. Basketball is what you do, it's not who you are. Am I correct?
Exactly.
And you're also a chess player, yes?
Exactly.
All right, so you understand the ins and outs of the way this game is being played and your role in this and what it is that you have to do.
First, I wanted to commend you for your answer on that press conference about building Black Wall Street. That was, it was dope because you were really steadfast on what you said. You didn't need any notes. You just kind of really just surgically answered that question. I thought it was a very profound answer as well. So I wanted to really shout you out on that one.
I appreciate it, but it's not just an answer. This is real life situations, real life difficulties that people of color are facing, not just in Boston, but all over the U.S. The wealth disparity has grown and increased every year since, post-slavery, just because we feel like we have the means to be able to reach alternative success. We think that, that's what the measuring stick is for our people, and it's just not. So we gotta build some more entities. We gotta use our selected leaders, our officials, to put together more platforms and really create some spaces for people to win.
And I thought that was a critical part of your answers, that you didn't say this is a burden in which Jaylen Brown has to take on. You included everyone, because it does take each and every one of us to do our part, no matter how big or small, to make sure that that's something that we can collectively do over a period of time. Yes?
Absolutely. And then on top of that, I think it'd be for the betterment of the entire economy. Absolutely. And I got analytics that can support that as well. So not just lifting our people up, but lifting up everybody in the realm. So I think that was an important part too.
I don't want to hold you too long, but how significant was having John Carlos there, having your young people there, and to be at MIT, out of all places? Nothing against the Boys and Girls Club, but the emphasis on the education and all.
Well, yeah, I could have signed and did it anywhere. I could have, usually players do it at the practice facility or whatever in one of the ownership's offices, but I wanted to do it somewhere that was more meaningful, that made more sense for me. I already have my camp going at MIT where I take kids from disadvantaged community. I take kids from basically the hood and build a curriculum for them at MIT. So I made our ownership just meet me over where I was already going to be at.
Absolutely.
Super, super dope, man. We're so proud of you. We'll have more in-depth conversations once you solidify, some of the things that you have going.
Yeah, because we want to amplify that over here as well.
We want to amplify that message on our small platform.
For sure.
So we thank you for taking some time out, man. And our audience is going to be able to take that and get behind you because it's bigger than basketball. And the way you carry, first of all, I had an opportunity to talk to you a while back before you even turned pro through your Uncle Dice, who's an amazing being to be around. And so I knew early on what this was going to be, and to see it come to fruition is a great accomplishment. So we want to thank you and support you all the way with your future endeavors on the court and off the court.
Absolutely, and stay tuned. I haven't launched this platform and this program yet, but it'll have verticals where people will be able to invest and have equity from day one and be a part of, the minority group that's being emphasized, because it should be able to be touchable for real people in real time.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you. And tell Dice we'll talk to him soon. We'll talk to you soon, and keep your head up, King. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, appreciate you guys.
All right, peace. All right, that's Urban X exclusives. We keep them coming for you. You know what I mean? We keep them coming for you. Jaylen Brown in the building, live in the flesh.
That was dope.
That was dope. So now we can kind of talk about the contract, right?
Yes, so he signed the biggest contract
in NBA history.
That is like, dude.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, god damn.
And again, I want to say this. I did a little bit of mathematics on it, He played 7 seasons. He wears number 7. The contract was a 7 contract, 304.
That's 7.
Right? Yeah. 304 contract. All right? The date that the contract was signed was 7/7/7. So 7/25, or it was announced 7/25, 2023, all 7/7/7. You can't make this stuff up, right?
Yeah, man.
Today's show.
Yeah.
It's 403 for us.
7.
Which is a 7/304 in reverse.
We're the greatest. No.
We are absolutely
We're the greatest.
The greatest. And so, speaking of the contract and all, and the day he signed it was the Galactic New Year.
Okay, he just took it. I don't know.
No, yeah, July 26th is the beginning of the Galactic New Year, not your little earthly bound New Year. So it's the beginning and the embarkment of new things. Like I said, Dice, his uncle, is an amazing human being, period. Yeah. And so I had an opportunity to build with the God for an hour on his way to Southern California where he played at, and I was blown away by how advanced thinking he was as an 18-year-old.
All his answers are sharp. He doesn't really waste
nothing. And we talked metaphysics. We talked occult. We talked where he can go up in the top of the dome and get some sage burn. So we talked, and for him to be able at 18 to hold that conversation, I was highly impressed. And I knew, forget what was going to happen on the court. Yeah. I knew off the court that this would be an amazing individual. Yeah. Now, I call him my nephew. All right?
Black people. It's like soon as Black people. Soon as
I've been calling him my nephew.
As soon as he went pro.
Yeah, but
my nephew. You understand? Stop it.
And then when the game be on and he dunk on somebody, like, that's my nephew. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, if he lose, I go, I don't know him. I don't know that dude. Ain't that your nephew? No. But I used to do that with Malcolm. Malcolm would get beat on a play, and I would jump out in front of him like, whose kid is this? Who the hell? And I'd be telling Malcolm, meet me in the park.
Messed up.
About the parking lot. No, but to watch him operate in this manner is great. You know what I mean? Like I said, he showed up in a suit. He knew that this was business. If he's playing chess, hopefully he's playing 3, 4, and 5 dimensional chess now to understand this game. He's a highly melanated individual. So how he navigates through all of this, but the numbers align to say that he is protected. I know his uncle. This is going to be a monumental journey for him.
And like that's one of the elephants in the room. He's in Boston.
Yes.
Right? He's talking about bringing Black Wall Street to Boston.
Yes.
That's a statement in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's ballsy. That's like really just like, because obviously you've been playing there. He is attached to the community now, and I'm sure he cares about the community. If you're talking about bringing Black Wall Street there, so I think that is incredible. I'm excited to see what opportunities comes about from his platform and what he's trying to do.
No, absolutely. And so what we're gonna do here, we're putting protection around him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make sure that he gets to complete his mission. Because how the teacher in 2014 gonna tell him in 5 years I'm gonna look you up and find you in the Cobb County jail. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Went back like, yeah.
No, but his actions spoke enough to say that he was official in how he vindicated himself. And now somebody else will come along and have another contract and all of that kind of stuff. And so, but monumental for a young man from Atlanta to have his head on his shoulders correctly. Now, his last name is Brown. So that's earthly, he's down to earth, as you can see he is. And he's wearing the number green. That goes back to the heart chakra, which we spoke of, the color green. And so him wanting to give back is a thing of love.
Yeah.
So he is spiritually grounded. And with his uncle being Dice, who is a high metaphysician, high spiritual being, he is going to be great. And so we wanted to bring that to you guys.
Yes. It was a surprise. We didn't want to say nothing.
So I think we'll take a commercial break now.
Is it time for a commercial break? Oh, okay, it is.
And then we'll come back with the God.
Yeah.
KT, the arch, the greed.
Please hit the like button. Please wipe your feet.
Wipe your feet. Can we get some likes up in here?
Come on, come on.
What more we got to do to get some likes up in here?
Come on, man. All right.
Say that was one of the main things he pushed, in the beginning to everybody, pretty much a reintroduction to an ancient food that we forgot about. All ancient cultures have some type of sea vegetable that they eat. I don't care what corner of the world that you live in. If life comes from the ocean, then the first food comes from the ocean. And the first plants come from the ocean too.
Wholesale access to premium quality African sea moss puts you in a billion-dollar market of health-conscious individuals seeking holistic healing. Visit www.africanmoss.com to learn more about wholesaling African sea moss. Open your own holistic store, supply wellness centers, or sell online. The possibilities are endless. Don't miss out on this incredible business opportunity. Buy now at a special rate of $15 per pound.
Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Wheel of Fortune, sponsored by Urban X TV. We're back here with the Black Dot from the conscious community. Is that conscious community?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Malcolm. Yeah, Hotep, Notep, The black man is God and the white man is the devil. I'm ready to win this money.
Okay, whatever that is. Okay, the puzzle for today is people who annoy you. Black Dot, it's on you.
Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Yeah, I like to buy a vowel, E and Y.
Okay, Black Dot, you have 30 seconds to solve the puzzle on the screen.
Oh, I think I know this one. People who annoy me. This is easy. I think I got this.
20 seconds, Black Dot.
Ooh, I'm not sure I really want to say it. Might piss a few people off.
10 seconds, Black Dot.
I like to solve the puzzle. Naggers.
Let's check.
No.
The answer, Black Dot, was niggas. The answer is always niggas.
Shucks.
But don't worry, Black Dot. You will walk away right now with a Shop Urban X gift card.
Yeah.
Get yourself some of these, new threads.
Yes. Not going home empty-handed. Ho tap, no tap.
And we're back.
Okay, we are back. We got fans running. What? It's a lot. Seems like it's going on, but we good.
Yeah, see, listen, man, y'all gonna have to deal.
We good.
Y'all gonna have to deal. It's hot.
It's hot.
But we appreciate you guys for being here with us. Everybody who's here in the chat, thank you for being here.
Yes. We'll have KT up in a minute. He's getting prepared to come into the room.
Yeah.
And so let's cover one more story before KT comes in the building.
Okay, so let's talk about Young Miami's son.
Yeah.
So he's 10 years old. So a lot of people got on her because he was in like some club party area throwing money, throwing ones on a woman, and there are a lot of people who didn't have a problem with it. Some people felt like it was inappropriate. Charlamagne the guy was on the radio. He said like he didn't really see any real big deal about it, but it was inappropriate. It was definitely inappropriate, and I think the problem is lately, our culture, we have just turned a blind eye to everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember, like now, because now high schoolers, when they go to prom, parents buy the hotel room.
Yeah, now that's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Yo, the amount of plotting and planning we had to do
to pull that off.
You get what I'm saying? We had to lie through the friend, so it can't touch you. You know what I'm saying? It's not on me.
Yes.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? But like now, like parents just kind of let anything go, and it's just because whatever. And I just think the throwing the money, I think it sends the wrong message. As a 10-year-old, now he's starting to see money as nothing. He's starting to see women as something you can just buy, like just throw money on and degrade. Like that's nothing. It is adults there egging him on, there promoting it. So
the whole situation is bad
from all top to bottom, bro. Top to bottom.
And this is why I don't mess with Charlamagne, because he got on the radio and said there was nothing wrong with it. That these kids out here, that's just what it is. They see this all the time, and I'm willing to guarantee, if his daughter was being is in the same class as this 10-year-old and he was trying to penetrate her with his finger or his binky, you'd have a serious problem with that because he's 10 years old. The hypersexualization of these children and the okay of said parents and people for him to be throwing ones, and like you said, now he's equating money with power, money with being able to buy these women. You get these little fast 10, because come on, 10 years old, that's the 5th grade. All right, so you get another fast little girl, and he's on the fast track to trouble.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that that's cool, because watch this. And then because it's a little dude throwing money at an adult girl.
Yeah.
Right? If it was the other way around, an adult man throwing money at a little girl, we supposed to be equally as upset when the young boy is throwing money, because it's still the same nonsense.
And what is not really talked about within our community, there are a lot of young men, grown men. There are a lot of men who were violated as children by women.
Older women.
Yes. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
A lot of guys have had their first experiences with older women.
Absolutely.
That's really not really talked about, or it's kind of like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's a badge of honor.
It's a notch,
But what you have bypassed is all of the innocence all of the curiosity, all of the learn this together, all of the process to do these things is bad. So it's bad all the way around the board. Now, if she has to keep him with her because this is how she makes her money, he needs to stay his ass in a hotel room with a babysitter. Or better yet, stay at home, because that is just totally out of pocket. And Charlemagne probably want to keep the pathway open with Young Miami so he can do goddamn interviews. That nigga is disgusting. And with that being said, I believe now we have my man, KT, the arts degree, in the building.
Hey,
what's good? I can hear you, bro.
What's going on, family?
What's happening?
Peace, man. Good to see you. What's going on?
Man, great to see y'all. I feel amazing.
Thank you.
Good, man. Good, man. We're so honored to have you here. I know you're very busy. It's a busy time for you and stuff like that. But we wanted to take some time to speak about a number of things.
Yes.
I love your breakdown on they cloned Tyrone on Brother Rick's Black Magic 363
Oh, yeah,
show.
you was going off. I was like, whoa.
That means a lot coming from the original decoder up in here. What you talking about? Huh?
Yeah, man, you was bodying that, man, and laying down detail for detail of having that mind's eye to see those things and how they affect us. And so I wanted to big you up on that. You got some new products out I've been hearing about too. The one in particular was the Tekken 2 or something.
Not the Tekken 2.
The Tekken 2 is for men.
Tekken 3, Tekken 7.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Tekkenu is the Kemetic name for the obelisk. Some people call it the Tekken. No, some people call it the Tekken. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so it's the name for the obelisk. We all know what the obelisk is. It's that missing 14th piece that stands straight up to the sun. That's the only way Heru came into this world.
Yes.
By way of our set. So, you know, men have been asking me, brothers been asking me for some time, brother, do you have anything for my member, for my associate, for my membership?
Yeah.
You know, and I told him, I said, I'm working on something. So, you know, I finally got it done, and it's about to drop very, very soon. But yes, it's called the Tekkenu, and it's 14 different herbs that are actually infused into the stingless bee honey. And it's amazing.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
It's good stuff. It's some great stuff.
All right, so put me down for a trial membership.
Oh
I'm
no,
not
I
trying to kill
got
Mama
you.
Doc, but
You know, I got you, Doc.
okay, all right.
People were saying they hear an echo. I don't hear the echo.
I don't hear echo either.
All right, so we're just gonna keep going.
All right, we'll just keep going. Just kind of work with it. It's tolerable.
let me
Okay,
know.
cool.
I don't have any.
So what other products do you have lined up that are new that you can share with the people?
We got the duck flower. Okay, this is the dried duck flower. This is
Is
the
this the one
flower
that make
part.
you throw up? Like, you know.
6-month detox in 6 hours. Yeah,
Oh,
6-month detox in 6 hours. You vomiting. You are secreting from every orifice and hole in your body.
Oh man,
You sweat, your nose, all that. But when you're done, you know what I'm saying? You skipping around in the meadow with the butterflies and the unicorns.
Yes,
You
I think I can do
feeling
it. I think I can
magical
do it.
after that. But Sadie, this is what he would give everybody when they'd come down to Honduras to really purge their system. People be trying to purge all the time, but it's difficult to really get into the depths of the tissues and unlodge a lot of that gook. And what this is like a reboot that just purges and expels everything on out. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't nothing like the duck flower. What I love about a lot of these herbs are there's no intervention. It's God at work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who knows better for your body than the one that created it in the first place?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even with this this particular herb, a lot of people got to remember, when you fly into Honduras, you might not have 6 months to be there. So you might be there for 7 to 8 days. So that purging process has to be accelerated. That sounds amazing.
Oh, they have an amazing experience when they go through it. I know big shout out to Mr. G. His wife Shay just took it last week, and she lost almost 7 pounds in one day. Yeah. So for all y'all women wanting to lose weight, that's a great kickstart. That's a Kickstarter campaign right there. Yep, that's the website. That's where you'll find the tonics right now, the signature tonics, where I have Nervino for the central nervous system. That's the nootropic. We got the Histonic for the genetics and the senolytics, for longevity. Science and things of that nature. We got the Kamiani for the gut. We got the Jugladine for the parasites. We got the Renalite for the kidneys, and we got the Immunoblast for the immune system. So we do those seasonally. We don't always have them, but we got them right now.
Man, that is amazing. I always appreciate not only your work, but how you disseminate information, because it's very understandable and it's very relatable. I don't know if that's just a Virgo thing. And so that's important as we begin to talk about CMOS and all of the misnomers, the myth, this, that. So I kind of want to dive right in. Give me some of the differences between what they're selling as CMOS and the premium CMOS that is now available on our side.
Because I've noticed it's gone really mainstream. It's in like supermarkets and stuff. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, so once it goes mainstream, there's always a hack somewhere of some people trying to cut corners. So for our audience, please, break that down for us.
So first of all, when we say the term CMOS, that's an umbrella term, because technically it's not a moss, it's an algae. And it falls in the category of red algae, because when you get into the seaweeds, they fall into 3 categories. You have them just like our African liberation flag of red, black, and green. We have the red algae, the brown algae, and the green algae. So the red algae is what we know as to be sea moss, all right? And I'll get to that in a second. We have brown algae, and that's the kelp and the bladderwrack. I know you've heard of the bladderwrack before with baby, the fucus, right? And then you have the green algae, and that's where you would see chlorella, which is very popular as well, which has an abundance of chlorophyll in it. But back to the red algae, this is where you find the sea moss at, the sea moss family. And the sea moss falls in its own categories, and it's really kind of split into what the sea moss is composed of. So you have the Gracilaria strands, and that is like the Jamaican sea moss, the St. Lucia's sea moss, those real stringy sea mosses. Those are Gracilaria, and they are composed of agar. Agar. And you hear about agar in culinary cuisine, like anybody out there is a chef. Y'all definitely use agar in some of your baking and other things like that. And then agar is also used in the medical industry as a culture to grow microbes, because it is the perfect environment for life to proliferate. Now, isn't that something?
Yeah, man.
So then you have the carrageenan side. All right. And this is where Chondrus crispus comes in. This is where Eusheyema as well as Capophycus come in. All right. So the Chondrus crispus it translates into curly cartilage. You find that on the site as well under purple sea moss, and it's also in the C3 that I carry on their Chondrus crispus concentrate. And that translates to curly cartilage because it assists in connective tissue, cartilage, as well as collagen production in the body. And then with the Capophycus and the Eusheyema, specifically the spinosum, these have the highest amount of carrageenan in them, and that is what is inside the African sea moss, which we're here to talk about today.
Yes,
because not only do I carry sea moss retail on my site in the form of products and things like that, what I'm doing now is offering it on a wholesale level.
Yes,
you see what I mean?
So
people that want to get it by the pound now, but that's the boss. Let me get some water. Yes, drop them bonds because people been waiting on that.
No, absolutely. So, tell me about the women of Tanzania who actually harness this or gather this, and their story behind the sea moss.
Right. So down in Zanzibar. Okay, so we talking about so when we talk about black women, you know what I mean? We talk about a certain type of character, right? A certain mind state, but most of all, because we all men, a certain aesthetic. Okay?
Yes.
So when you talk about that voluptuous, curvaceous, you know what I'm saying, woman, that is just jaw-dropping, you know that they originate in South Africa and Tanzania. That old south to southeastern curve right there, that's where all of those beautiful, death-defying women originate. Now, the elder women of this community, right, are the ones that have for generations been harvesting sea moss from the coast of Zanzibar, which is one of the most pristine waters that exist on the planet. Okay? Yes. Beautiful, pristine, pure waters that give rise to some of the most potent strands of sea moss that exist, specifically the Ushiyuma. All right? And this is the sea moss that we carry at African Sea Moss. And you can find it at africanmoss.com. $15.
The link is below.
A pound. Yes, you're getting a pound for $15. And I think we also have a deal, a promotion going on right now. If y'all actually go to the site, so you can load on up. But we are providing the purple. It's purple with a little gold blend in there, but it's predominantly a purple sea moss. And these women, it's passed down generation to generation. You know what I mean? It's like any other art form that takes high skill in order to properly raise and harvest the sea moss that is doing what? Pretty much playing a sponge, so to speak, that is incorporating and absorbing the endless plethora of minerals that exist in the ocean into its biophysical makeup. So it's one thing to need minerals, it's another thing to get minerals, and it's another thing to have bioavailable minerals. Because if a mineral, like, you can have a debit card, but if you don't have a PIN,
yes,
you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting no money out.
Absolutely.
So bioavailability is the PIN number, okay, of the debit card of minerals that exist. And just because things are nutritionally dense, they might not be bioavailable to you. All right. But that's where sea moss is so special, because it has the ability to incorporate minerals into its polymers so that when you take it inside your body, you can absorb it and incorporate it into your system.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot. And so, any questions you want to ask?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay.
No, real quick.
We keep going. I can talk sea moss all night.
Real quick. Some people in the chat want to know if they get some, how do they prepare it? How do they consume it?
Oh, definitely going to come with instructions. But the beautiful thing about the sea moss is you're going to soak it overnight. Now, the sea moss got a wondrous ability, and it is able to absorb like over 200 times its weight in water.
Wow.
So you're going to put that thing in a bowl of water, and when you get up in the morning, it's going to look like an octopus. It's going to look like the Kraken.
Yeah.
It's coming on like trying to take Davy Jones down to the bottom of the ocean or something. It's going to be creeping up out the sides of that bowl. And you're going to take some of that, and you're going to do a 2-1 ratio. 2-1 ratio just means that whatever amount of moss you put in there, you put in half amount of the water in the blender with it. You blend it up, and you're gonna have this pudding gel, and that's it at room temperature. Once you put it in the fridge, oh, it's thick. You know what I'm saying? And then you can incorporate that into teas. You can incorporate that in a soup. You can incorporate it in the smoothies. You can take it straight. Women can use it as a facial. You can use it as a conditioner. You can use it on your wounds to heal your wounds, you know? So it's so many different types of applications that you can use sea moss for. One of its most profound effects is it being a demulcent, which is an ability for plants or foods to be able to soothe and nourish the mucus lining of your alimentary canal, which is your digestive system. So when we have problems, not only digesting food, but absorbing its nutrients, sea moss actually increases the absorption capability of the nutrients of the other food that you're eating.
Wow. So it works in conjunction. Now, what about like tinctures and like pill form? Do you teach how to make that stuff as well?
Well, you know, currently I'm doing Herbal University. My students right now, they flaming on me right now because they waiting on their next chapter to come in. They've been like, KT, you need to unlock the rest of these lessons. But I have a Herbal University that I teach, and in there, that's where we get into all of those sciences and stuff like that. But if people wanted to powder, then they would need to have like a Vitamix and not add no water and pulverize it down to the powder form the best they can, and then they can pack it into some capsules. It's going to be very dense though. Gotcha. Because there's still well, no, actually we actually throw it through an extra drying process. So the sea moss that you're gonna get is actually drier than others. So they could powder it themselves if they want, get a little capsule machine, pack it up if that's something that they want to do. We'll be getting into powders, you know, soon. But right now we're just selling, you know, the raw sea moss. Tincture though, you don't want to do any. You don't have to do tinctures with sea moss because tinctures are based on the fact that, you know, plants have different materials inside of it, different constituents, and they are, some of them are going to dissolve in different mediums. So you'll have, like with marijuana, that's fat soluble. That's why with marijuana, everything is like edible, and it's fat and butter and milk and things like that, and oils, right? So a tincture deals with being able to extract things that are alcohol soluble. But sea moss is aqueous. It lives in the ocean. So all you need is water in order to get these properties out and utilize them.
Let's talk about how do we identify some of the fake sea moss that's being sold? Is there something we can do immediately?
Talking about the ramen noodles?
Yeah, the ramen noodles.
That's how you identify them when they like $8 for $1.
Got you.
Now, a lot of them, you'll see them, and they're very, very pale. Now, the thing about the whole pigment thing with sea moss is, you know, most sea mosses have a color to them, and there's a bleaching effect that takes place. And people hear the term bleaching, they think it's chemicals added, but there's a sun bleaching effect that happens because, you know, usually it's in the waters, and it's active pigments that are exchanging with ultraviolet rays from the sun. But direct sun out of the water causes like an oxidation process, and this causes the pigment to be lost, thus turning into this tan, you know, or white, pale color. You see, and in that, yeah, there's a lot of properties that end up getting lost because the pigments themselves are properties that you need in your body. These are phycobilins, okay, phycocyanins, and they are. Then you have what, mycosporin, amino-like acids. All of these are like melanin. They're like plant-based melanin that have absorbed large quantities of ultraviolet rays, and now you're eating it. So it's almost like a vitamin D pill. that you're taking because it has all of this solar energy encapsulated in it. So the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You know,
no, that's right.
That's why I love going with, and then the beautiful thing about the Ushiyuma is they come in different colors. You know, so you'll find them green, you might find them blue. You know, you'll find them red, you'll find them purple. They have all these colors, and in order for them to have all these colors, they have to have the respected minerals, all right, and molecules that provide that particular color. You know, and when you put it in your body, we thrive off light. We are light beings, and the more colors and frequencies we incorporate in our system, the more efficient our light body is able to run.
All right. So where can people sign up for your university? Let's put your email address, your website back up. And what do you have coming up soon?
Oh,
in
we
which
got
people can catch up with you.
Lastly, I want to give people, because you asked me about the fake. So y'all are gonna know, because when they come in the pack, it's just gonna be way too much salt and stuff on it. I mean, it's supposed to be a little bit on there because it's coming out the ocean, but when it's all caked up and dry, and it you know when something looks good.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know when something looks good. If it ain't looking right and smelling right, don't worry about it. Sea moss is beautiful. You know, especially when you soak it. Yeah.
How to store it? Somebody just asked a question on how to store it.
Store it in a cool, dry place.
Okay.
All right.
Out of the sunlight. Out of the sunlight. And when you get it, if you buy a pound, don't make a pound. Don't make a pound. I said it holds 200 times its weight in water. So if you get a pound of sea moss and you soak it, that means you're going to have like 200 pounds of gel. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? So just start off small, you know what I mean? And then you'll know what you need and what you don't need from there. You know, the gelling of sea moss is something I want to speak on real quick too, because our body, the reason why sea moss is so good is because our body and our cellular structure is analogous to the state of sea moss, switching from a liquid form to a gelatinous form. Our cells do the same thing. Our water, when structured, becomes a gel, and it can switch from gel to liquid. When we have inflammation and we suffer from swelling, that is the structural loss of water going from a gel structured state to a bulk liquid state. You know what I'm saying? Like an ice cube to a water balloon. Big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So in order for the sea moss to gel is temperature and mineral dependent. So when I say carrageenan, that's a polymer of galactose molecules. All right, these are sugars that are in a chain. All right, they have sulfur on them, and then from that sulfur is able to bind to calcium, and this is what causes the gelling. So if you added more calcium to your gel mix, you would come up with a more thicker gel. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what happens. You have a sugar chain that has sulfur attached to it, and then that sulfur acts as a link that binds calcium, and that calcium allows the two chains to cross-link, and that creates the gelatinous structural component that sea moss gel is. You know, just to paint a picture for everybody. You know,
boom.
AfricanMoss.com, baby. We got that African sea moss straight from Zanzibar.
And we got a link.
Yes, affiliate link is in the description below.
We got an affiliate link, so y'all could, because the whole idea of all of this is for these people to come up with their own hustle, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I see we sell 50-pound bags of that too.
Get your sea moss. Hit them streets and flip that bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is the plug right here. So y'all can hit the corners and trap it out. Break it all the way down.
I'm saying to Nicks, Dimes.
Nicks, Dimes, 25
quarters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. You already know it. That's what y'all gotta do. So, we providing that opportunity for y'all because, when you're talking about commerce, right? That means the sea. Commerce deals with the ocean.
Yes.
Right? And what better way in order for you to get control of your commerce than from the original plant of the ocean? It's the original trade. So, just jump on this and get with it at africanmoss.com. You know what I mean? Take advantage of the promotion we got right now and these wonderful rates and prices. And then of course we got soionicbotanicals.com where you can come and get some of that Nessuit nectar, get some of that honey. You know what I'm saying? To get that vision back. And when you mix that honey with that gel, you got the land of milk and honey, and it is no joke.
All right.
And give me the plug on your university.
So the university is seasonal, but it's you go to the site soionicbotanicals.com and there's a tab that says Herbal University. So when I take on my next class, I'll be advertising it then. Right now, we already have the classes going, so they booked up, but for the next one, I'll definitely have that ready to go for y'all. I gotta get a new platform too, because the platform that I got was not the one. It's good, but I'm about to switch it up and do it a little better.
Sounds amazing.
All right.
So Peace King, we want to thank you for
appreciate it, man,
coming through on this historic night for us and dropping this information.
403, right?
In touch.
403.
403. You hit me this morning.
Celebrating that 304.
Yes, you hit me this morning with that. I said, that's the sign I needed. Let's go.
That's it. But real quick, what I do have coming up for anybody who is in the Atlanta area on August 5th, I will be doing a free event on They Clone Tyrone because the presentation y'all saw was half. When I got done, Rich was like, KT, I wanted you to keep going. Everybody was like, I wanted you to keep going. And I did have more slides, but I was like, no. That's all I'm giving y'all tonight. But I'm going to do the full presentation, free event at, ironically enough, Black Dot Bookstore and Cultural Center in Lithonia, Georgia. So, come check me out. Flyers on the Instagram. I'll have it up on the YouTube as well. It's on August 5th. Doors open 5:30. Event starts at 6 o'clock.
All right, man. And with that being said, we at Urban X would like to thank you.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you soon. Nothing but love and respect.
Peace and love, y'all.
All right, man.
All right.
Listen, man. This is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is what we do.
Stop playing.
All right.
So we got them affiliate links down below. Hit that up.
Urban X is for the people.
Urban X is for the people. We want to make sure we provide some information for you that's useful, that you can use in your everyday life.
Yes.
I don't want to get too out there. I want to be able to go, when you log in, this is something you can use, something you can benefit from, even if you're just doing it for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're good to go, but if you want to take it beyond self and get into the commerce, you can. And here we are.
All right, so let's get into some more stuff.
Let's do it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So there was something that was along with the UFO hearings, right? So a lot of people were saying that this is a huge deal, major monumental moment in human history, right? They're saying equally, or probably more, right? Something that happened in human history. There was something where scientists have discovered a room temperature superconductor element, right?
A room temperature superconductor element.
So I saw a video and it had this little rock piece, and it was basically like it looked like a magnet. It was kind of like levitating, not levitating, but like standing up on its own. And apparently, because I didn't know what the big deal was about this, I had never heard of anything like it. But apparently, it's so you can use so where like supercomputers wouldn't overheat. Like like they'll be able to have supercomputers in the homes now. iPhones, technology wouldn't overheat. It'd be able to kind of sustain itself in room temperature.
Okay.
Something to that effect. So there's been 2 peer-reviewed scientific articles written on it. One was 6 authors. The other one was 3. Now I'm like, okay, what's the significance about that? Apparently, only 3 people can get a Nobel Peace Prize at one time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they're saying like those 3 are gonna be the ones.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like big in the science world, nerd world. It was.
Now the reason I find this significant is because it is in alignment with your ability to access information on a higher frequency. You are going to get left behind. Don't let AI scare you. Meaning, we are in an evolutionary state right now. And you can choose to be stubborn and say, I know all I need to know. And you are going to fall behind. Or you could take it upon yourself through your diet, your CMOS, other things, and enlighten yourself up and be opening and accepting to new things.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We get locked into a frequency, and I called it nigger mortis. You know what I'm saying? Where you just get stuck into something, and you know what I mean, you can't move forward based on old ideas and concepts, and your mental, physical, and spiritual arteries harden up to the fact that you're just walking around as a dead person. You see it in our music today.
Yeah.
You see it in the culture and everything that you see going on.
Did you guys hear the NLE Chopper Nelly Hot in Here sample? Oh, it was horrible.
No, I didn't. I don't want to hear it.
It was horrible.
I don't.
It was horrible.
I don't.
Side note, Travis Scott's new album, Utopia, drops tomorrow or at midnight.
Oh, yeah, but they shut him down in Egypt.
Yes,
they
did.
shut him down.
Yes, they did.
And said, you will not be doing a 777 ritual here.
Yeah.
And so, because I remember Rock Nation, not Live Nation,
yes,
said it was going on, but the Egyptian government won for whatever reason.
They're really for somebody for a culture who is really like not their culture, they do protect it because they are really trying to implant themselves in that history.
That sounds like another people.
Yeah.
The real estate agents.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why do you think they go so hard? Because they want to be the original.
There is I want to get his name. There is an Egyptologist expert that he disagreed with like the popular theory. Graham Hancock. He disagrees with popular theories about when the pyramids were built. Around what time were they actually tombs and stuff like? He disagrees with all of that to the point where the lead Egyptian person like out there banned him. He can't come.
Yeah. They can do just that.
Yeah.
Because it's more about money, politics, keeping, the funding that comes in. It's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised. But what you're talking about in terms of room temperature, superconductors, it should sound foreign to you, but over the next week or two or next month, that's not going to sound foreign because you're going to be hearing about these concepts for those who are willing to take the journey.
Yeah.
For those who have bottomed out and figure I'm good with what I know, then so be it.
I've been seeing more so on social media, people just figure stuff out. Like I saw this random dude figure out how to run his car on water.
Yes.
Like, and they just showing it. Like, I just figured out. I saw a kid figure out how to conduct some electricity, send it to his man, like 900 miles away, and then he's showing he got the electricity in his hand. He's showing it like conduct energy. Put his hand in water. He said, it don't do nothing.
Yes.
Figured out how to make.
The level of information that is here, and especially these indigo babies and beyond who have the ability to just process it. See, I come from an era you had to read book after book after book, and it was very analog, very slow, very meticulous. You cannot expect young people, I'm not saying they don't read as much, but they have the ability to quantify and learn that same shit we learned in an hour. Mm-hmm. They just know it. Boom.
Yeah.
And they're willing to challenge themselves. And again, that's us evolving collectively.
Yeah.
Everybody is not going to make it.
Yo, dude. Noble taught himself how to read.
Yes.
Like, he's read words, and I'm just like, how the hell?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell do you do that? You know what I mean? So, like, it's something happening to where, like...
And they know them tablets... Once you put them, they gracefully, and you try to get your grandmother to send an email.
Yeah, I saw this funny Facebook
Wait
status.
a minute, I gotta put the H bar. What is the space bar?
I saw somebody said, "Who else is having a hard time raising their mama?" That girl don't listen.
yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, yo,
I had some elders, and me and Tanya was working with them, and they just could not figure it out. It was the most simplest thing to us.
Yeah.
And they could not figure it out. All right, it's like telling your grandmother, Grandma, I got an OnlyFans page. Why would you only be selling fans, baby?
Yeah.
You know, they got the air conditioners out, too.
Did you guys
now.
hear about that OnlyFans model who found out her dad purchased $7,000 worth of custom content from her page?
That's disgusting.
That is nasty, dude.
I bet you they was white.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because a lot of them try to groom their kids for that, jump in the shower with their kids. And Biden jumping in the shower with his niece and all that. We don't play no games. Especially our daughters. Please.
Yeah.
If I find out my man is logged in, I'm liable to knock that nigga out.
Exactly.
Shit. Let alone knock her ass out, but, you know. It is what it is.
Yo, real quick, guys. I want to shout out, and I guess this is like a really abbreviated version of Urban Excellence Story of the Week, but I think this was dope. So shouts out to Woke Babies UK.
Woke Babies UK.
Right? So it is a monthly subscription box filled with Black children's books and activities, and it's a store that opened in South London. Kelly J. Nichols says Melanin Magic will be a hub for children featuring great books, learning resources, and Black-owned brands. So their website is wokebabies.com, is in the UK, so shouts out to them. I think any service that is centered around the development of children, educating children, especially monthly subscription box where they can continue to be interested, can continue to be engaged, because what I've learned is that my job as a parent is just keep Noble engaged in something. Keep him distracted in something.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that is an incredible business for the community and for the community of London, South London.
Yes.
We appreciate you. We see what you're doing and continue to be excellent.
Yes. Side note, Gracie's Corner made $6.2 million last year.
Damn.
Me and Noble are starting a kids channel. Pampa, I don't want to get your little ass out there, right? Smile, nigga. He just, you know how kids are. If you don't get your little ass out there,
Grandpa, I want to go home.
I want to go. Nigga, if you don't get your little ass. Let me pinch him on his back. Get your little ass out there. 6.2 million. The whole family gonna be involved with this shit. Everybody's a character, goddammit. Yeah, 6.2.
Somebody said, Dustin, can you please add a news tab to the community section? I will. I got you.
Okay, we will add a news tab.
I got you. Let's do some more stories. Let's take some questions.
Stories here. We up here baking. Can you help me out?
Oh, my fault, man.
Yeah, I got you blowing, you know.
My fault.
Hooking you up.
My fault. My fault, B. My fault, G. There was a missing crypto millionaire influencer, Fernando Perez Algaba. He was found dismembered in a suitcase.
Ouch.
Yes.
It's like they just chopped him up and threw him in a suitcase. Crypto, dude. Well, now, did he steal the people's money?
I don't know.
Like, did they get behind his crypto and his crypto coin failed? Because if I put my life savings into you convince me that your crypto is the joint and then it fails.
Yeah.
You could wind up in a suitcase. I mean, this is the way it goes.
This is happening. So, another thing, guys, piece of news I've been hearing. So, there was a meeting. The Fed had a meeting today to discuss. Hold on.
Side note, we hit 1,000 likes tonight.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hold on. Let me get it. So, hold on. Nope, wrong one. There was a meeting. So the Fed had a meeting today to discuss the financial system going over to using Basel III. Don't know what that is. Has anybody in the chat heard of it?
Basel III?
Yes.
Sounds like a seasoning.
I think it's a new operating system that the Fed is trying to move all of the banks over to.
Oh, and now it begins.
Now it begins because
so it begins.
Yeah, because apparently what the BRICS nations did, like their money is going to be backed by gold. Right? Our money isn't backed by anything. So as a result, the dollar will not be the strongest thing, currency. There are some states already, some countries already not doing business with the dollar anymore. They're using other forms of currency. So I think the Basel III is something that is the response,
like the counter
to
the
that.
BRICS.
Yes.
Okay.
So
let's pay very close attention.
Pay attention, because I saw it, and then I just entered like a whole nother area of Twitter on that. I'm just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what's a whole nother world?
Yeah, everybody kind of knew about it and stuff like that. And anytime, and I'm really like, when it comes to like deep financial stuff like that, I'm not the one.
Right.
Not the one. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm the one. So I'm reading it, getting more confused, kind of figuring it out a little bit. Like, oh, okay, I think I know something like that, but it was kind of deep, and it was a lot of people.
But in the simplest form, it's the counter to BRICS.
Yes.
So it's one that's going to equate
it was like
our money,
our response.
So it's sort of like Threads with Twitter.
Yes.
Like this is their counter to that.
Yes.
Okay. Somebody asked me, is there a coupon code for African Moss? No.
I don't think
At
so.
the present time, they're running a sale. So it's usually, I believe, $15. It's $12 now. So the code is sort of like built in.
So Josh Hunter said it's a backed currency thing. All currencies have to be Basel III compliant. Thank you.
Okay.
And I will do more research on that.
And we will do more research. We just want to kind of put that into the lexicon of the intelligent people in our chat and beyond to kind of put us up to, you know what I mean? What's going on?
Somebody said Big Three, Ice Cube, because Cubed is... Yeah, maybe. Okay, you might be on something.
Okay.
Yeah, we spoke about Sam Bankman-Fried at the top of the show, because he got off.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate it.
Oh, we got to talk about the singer who...
Sinead O'Connor.
Yes.
Yes, Sinead O'Connor either unalived herself or we don't know all the details.
Yeah, I'm getting like really mixed...
conflicting reports, should I say. But in any event, condolences out to her family and what she went through. She was significant to me. First of all, I love the song Prince wrote for her, Nothing Compares to You. Very significant song. Go ahead.
No, I heard she had some stuff to say about Prince when she was alive.
Okay, yeah, well, she might have said a few things. He wrote the damn song, though. That I do know.
Yes.
And she was the first one who I saw really go after the Catholic Church when she had an opportunity on Saturday Night Live, ripping up a picture, I believe, of the Pope or something, and it garnered a lot of controversy because remember, Saturday Night Live is live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever you do, they don't have a lot of time to edit, and her life has been miserable since then, from what I understand. And so... that's our connection as people, because she was speaking about the abuse of children and what the Catholic Church was really doing. And I believe that was like 25 years ago. It was a long time ago when she did that. And at that time, that was unprecedented for anyone to do something of a magnitude in that sense.
Yes, a lot of people are calling out the people who are sending their condolences, because they said, it was one dude, he said, like, when she needed you, when she was here, you abandoned her. A lot of people
abandoned her. Talking about Prince?
Not Prince. No, the woman who passed.
Oh, Sinead.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of people were, like, it was some guy who was coming at, like, everybody sending their, like, condolences to her, because it's like, yo, when she needed you, you were nowhere to be found. Like,
going through what she was going through.
Like, you abandoned her.
But,
she was abandoned.
Out of sight, out of mind for a lot of this stuff, but there are consequences. I told you, the truth is expensive.
Yeah.
Man. It really is. And you want to know why most people know the truth, they refuse to engage in it because It's expensive. Watch Ice Cube, who's delivering truth. Everything he's saying is true.
Yeah.
So we need to watch how this plays out, and we need to put protection around Ice Cube. Because a lot of times you get into your own personal, you know what I mean? But when people are out here fighting, they're fighting. I just don't know if there are ulterior motives in his fight.
I hope he keeps this up when the Big 3 season is over.
Right. Because he made little slick remarks about he wasn't going to say nothing about the jab. That's people's business. So when it became important for you, you wanted to say something about it, but you didn't want to put your neck out there and help people who just may have needed help, which is, you know, I understand in certain situations.
And they have the usual suspects going at Ice Cube right now. D.L. Hughley came at him, and Rizza Islam got in his ass.
Ooh.
Reza. Ooh.
Yeah, Reza.
Reza Islam got in his ass. He basically said, like, you know, you already tried to sell us out to that poison when Ice Cube was standing tall, and then you had the opportunity, I'm paraphrasing here, you had the opportunity to say something against it, but you were trying to make a statement for everybody to go get it. D.L. Hughley was.
Oh, he went at D.L. Hughley?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I thought he was going at Ice Cube.
No.
I was a little confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was going at, yeah, of course. Of course.
D.L. is drowning in unfunny. Absolutely. He is the most diet woke person you will ever meet.
Yes.
He wrote a book, How to Not Get Shot, and it was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. So we up to 2 hours tonight, I believe, so.
Almost.
Yeah, we're going to have to let this thing go.
Let's take some questions.
Let's take some questions. Malcolm is feeling...
I am feeling good.
He's feeling froggy. You want to jump?
Yes, let's do it. Let's take some questions. And while you guys are searching for questions... did you see RFK Jr. on Math Hopper? No, I did not.
No, but why is he there?
Yeah.
Why? Is he trying to garner the hood vote? And what does Math Hoffa know about?
I'm not gonna judge Math Hoffa, but
politics.
I'm not gonna judge him. It's hard for me to watch his show. Because it was a couple times somebody was talking and he would just kind of like walked off and started doing something back and was like, yeah, I'm listening to you. I was like, I don't know if I could.
No, I don't like when people do that.
Me neither.
If you're interviewing me, be engaged in the interview.
Absolutely.
But I want to know who is going to gain anything from, because if this is barbershop talk, right, then we would not see a multi-millionaire politician in the barbershop because his issues are not resonant to our issues.
This is what I will say though. RFK Jr., he has been making his rounds on a lot of different platforms.
Okay.
And his popularity has been growing as a result. A lot of people think he was too overexposed, like you going too many of these things and interviewing, but he has in the polls have been doing his thing.
Okay.
Other candidates or people who are running have been doing the opposite. They've Ron DeSantis, he's not looking good. He had to fire some more of his staff from his campaign because the numbers are not looking good.
And aren't they passing a law? He trying to say African slavery was good.
Yeah,
we learned.
This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying.
Craft. We learned how to.
This is how they're trying to flip it. He's trying to flip it as a result of slavery. He's saying it's wrong. As a result of slavery, slaves left with some skills that benefited them in the long run. And I'm not jiving with it. I'm just not.
How do politicians talk to us, Dot? Meaning, I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying we're not into politics per se, but I want my politics spoken to me by somebody who can relate to my actual conditions, because then we can galvanize and get together. He don't need politics. He's already well set off, so it's hard to me to connect and relate to what he's talking about.
He needs the black vote.
No, I'm talking about in his personal life.
Oh, okay,
if he go home, he's a multimillionaire who would never have to fight for anything. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So when we start speaking about somebody who can relate to our conditions and what we're going through, I need, my politicians to, and don't tell me you got hot sauce in your bag.
Yeah.
And having Mary J. Blige singing songs to you and all that old weird stuff.
And I think some of those interviews, it's like ChatGPT. Like, you get a better answer with the better question. You know what I'm saying? So and again, I haven't watched it, and I'm not trying to judge Mav. So I don't know what kind of questions he would ask.
Okay.
If he would ask the questions that I
would ask.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Somebody said they already had those skills. They were in our ancestry. I agree. I agree.
No, absolutely, dude. Come on.
That's why
that's a corny thing to say.
He's fumbling.
We learn how to do cast
He
iron.
is definitely fumbling the bag.
Yeah, James Borden said Prince didn't write the song. She re-recorded the song off his Purple Rain album. Okay, fair enough. But he wrote it. Okay, then he wrote it.
Yeah.
He wrote it. Yeah.
Somebody said, false again, please do some research. The benefit line is in the general federal AP guidelines. It's all in current AP African courses nationwide drafted by them. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for that information. Appreciate you. Always like to be informed. Mike Epps saying he didn't know why Cube talking about gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper himself. He put them all on. Interesting.
Ascending Infinite God said, no, Ron DeSantis had the black guy who wrote and spoke on the statement say that black people are residents despite everything found in a way to take things learned from slavery and prevail. Okay, listen, and she is from Florida.
Okay, I'll take that.
So
I'll just take that and we'll run with that. Yes? Any other questions?
Let's take some more questions. Would you guys smoke DMT? No.
Yes.
I get two. I don't know.
Under the right environment, prepared to, do what I need to do.
Did you guys see the Asian parents beating the brakes off their son for charging $45,000 of their money for on it? Yes, I did see that.
Oh yeah, so
apparently he spent like their life savings on
games and shit, right?
In-game purchases in the video games. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that naked woman in California? I think in San Francisco on the highway shooting at cars. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Oh, that was crazy.
Okay, shooting at cars, butt ass.
Yeah. That's what's on Nerd Talk this week. Me and Eli were just talking about that earlier, so me and him will get something done.
Okay. All right, guys, it's hot.
Yes, man, and listen, we worked.
We worked
tonight, so don't forget to hit the like button before you get up out of here. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Get this merch, 50% off.
ShopUrbanX.com.
Go to AfricanMoss.com. Our link is in the description.
Oh, real quick, Josh Hunter, I did see the World Coin line. People were lining up to get the iris scan.
I'm not lining up to get the iris scan.
Somebody said after show. Listen, I think we did enough for tonight.
Yeah, and it's hot. It's 100 degrees in here.
Come on. 2 hour show.
Now. And bro, y'all want blood? Damn, we in here working, bro. We here working, man.
Come on, man. We did say tonight, but we didn't have what we had lined up on Monday.
Jeez.
Damn. Come on, man. Come on. We got you. Listen, Monday.
Jeez.
Monday. And then go check out the exclusive episode. That's still up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we'll see you guys Monday.
All
right. Peace. Don't forget to like, shit, subscribe, all that shit.